back for another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a complete fragrance collection. This video was actually requested and I can't remember who requested it on Instagram. I believe it was my girl Tabitha, but if it's not, I'm so sorry. I've done different fragrance videos in the past, but I've never done a full collection, I don't think. So sit back, relax, grab a snack, grab a drink. I have a fair amount of fragrance, so I'm gonna try to go through this as quickly as possible. And a lot of you guys asked to see Chloe in the last video, so let me go get her so that I can show you guys Chloe. So I know it's been a while since you guys have seen Chloe, and I don't do vlogs anymore. But as you can see, she is doing just fine. She's usually napping when I film my videos. Like most mothers, I try to get my productivity in when Chloe is sleeping, but she's doing great. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, Muffin. No, you feeling shy? Chloe's fine. She's just a baby, as you can see. But yeah, I just wanted you guys to be able to see her, so I guess I'll just let her run around in here for a little bit. Let me get her a toy. Okay, so let's get through my fragrance collection. I'm not going to section it off in terms of spring, summer, fall, and winter. Usually I will do my favorites that way. But I'm just gonna grab kind of what's front and center, and I will include a picture of what my fragrance tray looks like. I keep my fragrance on an acrylic tray that I got from Erin Condren, but I am needing a new system because as you will see, I have a fair amount and I'm running out of space. So the first one I want to share with you guys is one of my most recent acquisitions, and this is Proenza Schouler, I believe, and this is Arizona. I got this from a dear friend, and I love this fragrance. It reminds me, sorry, every time I bring my fragrance out, it triggers my allergies because some of these are kind of dusty. This smells very similar to the Replica Lipstick On fragrance, but this lasts longer. This is an eau de parfum, I believe. The Replica Lipstick On was amazing. It just didn't last on my body chemistry, and for how much it cost, I just didn't feel like it was worth it. So I actually got this one and I love it. If you're looking for an alternative to that one, definitely try out this Arizona. It's not a very popular fragrance, but I think if you try it, you will really like it. It smells like lipstick, like rose, a fresh powdery scent, but not too much. It's very pretty. Next is my Dolce & Gabbana Pour Femme, and I got this a long time ago. This smells very sweet, but it's a darker scent. This is definitely categorized, well, I would categorize it as a more fall and winter scent. It smells like berries and vanilla and a little bit of musk. It's very sexy but flirty. This is a great date night scent. I just love this one. I think it's so underrated. I think I've seen maybe 2 other people talk about this here on YouTube, but this is definitely one that I love, that I don't give as much love as I should, but it's really a nice fragrance and it reminds me of like a vanilla. We have Giorgio Armani Sea Passion. Oh my goodness, I was at one of my friend's house one day and they had this, and we love the same type of scents, so whenever they get one, I'm like, ooh, I need it. And then I was gifted with this. This is such a nice scent. Oh, it's hard to describe. It's very sexy and fresh, but it's not too dark. I would wear this for at night, but you can definitely transition this into the daytime. It's a sexy scent, and when you wear this, people are going to recognize, not necessarily recognize it by knowing what it is, but they're going to ask what you're wearing. It is going to act as a magnet. People are going to love this. It's very, oh, it smells, it's like a white floral, but a little heavier. It's a little sweet, but not too sweet. It's just very sexy. If you're looking for a sexy scent, I promise you, you will like this one. And somebody on Instagram also told me that Giorgio Armani Sea came out with a new one. I forget what it's called. I think it was Bridget, actually, my friend. So I need to go to the mall soon and check that out because I love every version of Giorgio Armani Sea. And while we're on Sea, I wanted to share my original Sea with you guys. And I first kind of found a liking to this when I was working at Sephora. One of my co-workers had this on This smells like caramel to me. I always say it reminds me of a more grown-up version of Prada Candy. It's a sexy caramel scent. Once again, this is something you can transition from daytime to night. Super sexy. It's a heavier scent. It has more musk in it than the Passion one. This is more like a fall winter scent, but I will wear it in the spring and summer at night when I'm going out. I love this scent. Once again, people are going to be drawn to it. You will walk by and people will ask you what you're wearing, and you know, that could be a good thing or not. Next is Jo Malone. We're gonna get into Jo Malone. I kind of keep all of my Jo Malone fragrances together. The first one is Wood Sage and Sea Salt, and this is an OG, a favorite of most people who love Jo Malone. I think I first saw Happy Stylish Mommy and Makeup by Tiffany D talk about this scent, and there's Chloe in the background. It smells like sea salt and wood, and I guess sage. So the name accurately describes it. It's so nice. It reminds me of a beachy scent. I do tend to wear this one more in the spring and summer, but I can totally see how someone would like wearing this in the fall. Maybe not so much the winter because it is still very light, but this is a great scent, and this is the 1 ounce version. I have all my Jo Malone in 1 ounces. Okay, my next Jo Malone is Nectarine Blossom and Honey. This is another OG favorite of those of you who like Jo Malone. I purchased this as my first Jo Malone scent, and it's very, very light. It smells like honey and oranges. This is a great mixer scent if you want to mix it with other Jo Malone scents. I mean, they kind of craft their fragrances so that any of them can be mixed, but this one is definitely one that I can mix with other fragrances. It's not my favorite by itself. It's a little too common. It kind of reminds me of something that Marc Jacobs will come out with. No shade to Marc Jacobs, but it does smell very common, and I tend to go for fragrances that are a little less common just because everyone's gonna smell like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, for example. But this is a great one, very light. This is something I would wear to the grocery store or like day to day. It's nothing that I would wear when I want to smell amazing or fantastic, but it's a nice everyday scent. Jo Malone Mimosa and Cardamom, and once again, shout out to Happy Stylish Mommy. She was the first person I saw talk about this. This is fall in a bottle. So if you're looking for a new scent for fall when we get into fall, this is so warm and cozy. It smells like, I can't put my finger on it. Well, I'm sure Cardamom smells like this. It's a musky type of scent, but it's not too heavy. It's musky but light. So this is like a good transitional fall scent. Once again, I would wear this in the daytime. I don't really think any of my Jo Malone scents are heavy enough for nighttime wear. I know they do have an intense line, I believe, that has black bottles, but I have not bought any. Oh, excuse me, all this dust is agitating my allergies. But Mimosa and Cardamom is definitely a nice scent. It almost smells unisex, so that's great. I mean, I kind of like unisex scents sometimes. Though I am very feminine, I find that I really like scents that can be kind of unisex. Okay, next we have Philosophy Amazing Grace. This is another one of those scents that's very nice and light. It smells like a very nice powder and like a cloud. It's just amazing. A very nice daytime scent. Very appropriate if you work in an office and you don't want anything that's too offensive. This is a really, really nice scent. Probably another one of those underloved ones in my collection. Just gonna watch mommy play with your toy. But I really do like Amazing Grace. Okay, next we have one of my favorites, Paco Rabanne Olympia, and this is probably the fragrance that I have used the most out of all of them. This one is not everyone's cup of tea. I used to work with someone who thought it smelled like an old lady. This is another one of those captivating scents. I wear it everywhere. I love it. It's a little light, but it also has like a body to it. It's like sweet and spicy. This is perfect for fall. I remember wearing this to work one day and someone was following me around like, you smell amazing. This is it's very different. I could see how someone would think it smells like an old lady, but I really like it. It smells spicy and floral with a little bit of musk in it, but not too much. It's still a very light scent, but it's kind of different. Paco Rabanne Olympia. This is one of my favorites. Okay, next we have Gucci Guilty. This is another one of a lot of people's favorites. I think when I got this, I wore it a ton, and now I don't. It smells like fancy baby powder to me. This is a really pretty going out date night scent. It's very sexy but a little light. It's not too heavy. It smells very fresh but still sexy. Love, love, love this. And this is one that a lot of my friends also like, so I think it's one that a lot of people will gravitate towards. My next one is an OG favorite, and I have a love-hate relationship with it. It is Chloe, the original Chloe scent, the Eau de Parfum. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, but the reason why I have a love-hate relationship with it is because the bottle tarnishes, and I just think it looks so unattractive. But yeah, I mean, you can get over that. But Chloe is just the sophisticated, feminine, kind of spicy floral scent. It's definitely daytime appropriate. I love this. This was my signature scent about a year ago. I had a little roller ball I would keep in my purse. Love, love Chloe. It's so feminine and sophisticated, and that is like all I can say about it. Another one of my favorites, this is Killian Good Girl Gone Bad, and baby, when I tell you, this is just so amazing. This just smells like gold, just dripping in gold. She's sexy, she's regal, she's amazing, she's fabulous. If that is how you're feeling, this is what you wear. So if you guys have ever watched my fragrance videos, you know that fragrance is very special to me. I pick my fragrance according to the time of the year, day or night, and how I'm feeling. And when you want to feel on like a bad, you know what, this is what you wear. It's just so fabulous. It's amazing. I'm trying to think what the notes are. It's definitely a white floral, and it's light, but it has like a heaviness to it without being too heavy. It's amazing. I would wear this during the daytime because, you know, sometimes I like to be extra, but I would wear it sparingly. It's definitely more of a nighttime scent, date night, something like that, special occasion. I could see someone wearing this on their wedding. That is how amazing it is. And when you smell it and you like it, you're gonna remember this scent. The friend that I spoke about earlier, we like the same type of fragrances. They put me onto this and I love it. Okay, next we're gonna go into Bond Number 9. I first tried Bond Number 9 years ago and fell in love, and this is the first one. This is Madison Square Park. Chloe is like, I don't know what to do in this room. It's not my space anymore. This is Madison Square Park. This to me smells very reminiscent of the Chanel Eau de Tender, something like that, the Chanel Chance in the pink liquid. It's a floral. It smells kind of green. It's very fresh. This is like a springtime scent, a staple, very daytime appropriate. It's nothing heavy or offensive. It's very light and beautiful and classy, and it just reminds you of the first day of spring. So this will be perfect for the time of year that we're in. Okay, next we have Bond Number 9 Park Avenue South. This one smells like green apples. That is the only way I can describe it. It's definitely not one of my favorite scents overall, but it's really nice and light. This is something, once again, I would wear in the spring and summer during the day if I'm just going to work, going out and about, running errands. You still want to smell fabulous, but not too much. Like, there are certain times when you don't mind people coming up to you and saying, oh my gosh, you smell so good, or, you know, men remarking on your fragrance. There are times you just want to fly under the radar. This is one of those scents. It basically smells like a green apple. I believe DKNY Green Apple may be a dupe for this. I love this. The bottle is so cute, and it's one that I tend to use fairly often when I just want something nice and light. Okay, next is Bond Number 9 I Love Earth Day, I believe. This one smells very green. It smells like fresh grass. It also has a sweet tone to it, like fruit or something. Very pretty. It kind of has an animalic scent to it, which I believe some people describe like urine. But in a weird way, this smells very nice. It's a very fresh green scent. Yeah, very daytime appropriate, beautiful. Nothing too fancy about that one. And my last bond, number 9, is my favorite. And you guys already know, this is Astor Place. This was the first bond number 9 scent that I tried in person. And when I tried it, my face lit up. And that's how I knew that was the one for me. It just made me feel so happy inside. It was so light smelling, but regal. It smells like gold and violet and just amazing. I think I might wear this tonight. I wear this on special occasions, so every birthday I most likely will wear this. Any special events like black tie or anything like that. It's just, this is another one of those wedding scents. It's just so amazing when you smell it. I don't know, it just makes me so happy. I wear it in the daytime and nighttime, but it's definitely a loud in your face scent. It's very beautiful. It's feminine but kind of masculine, but not too masculine. But I do know that there are men who wear it, and I'm obsessed with it. We have one of my favorite, like, very daytime everybody scent, and this is Marc Jacobs Daisy Oh So Fresh. This is an OG. This was actually featured in the first haul video on my channel. It reminds me of laundry detergent and flowers. It's very fresh and floral and light and perfect for daytime, great for offices. It's not too offensive. It's just very light and pretty, and I love it. Another OG favorite here on YouTube, and this is Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. I first was introduced to this because my mom had it. My mom and I have very different fragrance tastes, but this is one that we both love. I love the way it smelled on my mom. I think this was her signature scent for a while. It smells spicy and floral, kind of like Paco, Rabanne, Olympia, but sweeter. This one I find is very nice for daytime and nighttime. I know people who continue to purchase this one, and the first person that comes to mind is Coco McQueen on Instagram. Every time there's a Sephora sale, I feel like she gets a Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. I always saw her talking about it and wearing it and featuring it in or on her Instagram. So I decided to try it one day, and I love it. Spicy, floral, sexy, a little dark and musky, but not too much. It's just everything. And next we have one that is probably my most interesting fragrance that I have, and this is Thierry Mugler Alien, and it smells like an alien. It's definitely not a common scent. If you want to stand out, if you want to be remembered, you will wear this. It's definitely a dark scent. It kind of just smells like licorice. It's a little sweet but very dark, not too musky, but very intense. This is definitely a darker nighttime scent, although I know people who wear it in the daytime as well. Very, very interesting scent. I don't wear it a lot, but whenever I wear it or I smell someone who's wearing it, it smells amazing. So if you're looking for something really, really interesting and different, check that one out. Next, we have a scent that was my signature favorite about 1.5 years ago. This is Balenciaga B, and it smells like tea. I love it. Super, super fresh. It smells like herbs. It's not too floral. Very, very fresh, daytime appropriate, and it's nice. This one I think is kind of like a unisex fragrance. I know guys who like this as well. It's just very light and unisex. It smells like herbs. It's very fresh. It almost reminds me of Wood Sage and Sea Salt by Jo Malone. I just love this. I think it's so, so nice. And then we have Kenzo Flower in the Air, and this one just smells so sweet. This reminds me of something that you would probably wear in like high school. It's sweet, it's pretty, it's flirty, it's very daytime appropriate. I would not wear this at night because it's very, very light. It smells just very floral and sweet and pretty, and it reminds me of something that I probably would have worn in high school. It's like a throwback fragrance, I think. It's not anything that's too popular. But once again, this is great for like running around town, doing errands, going shopping, when you just want to smell nice and fresh and pretty, but without having too much scent on you. Okay, next I have another one of my favorites, and this is one of my favorites for fall and winter. That friend that I was talking about, they were wearing this, and it just smells amazing. This is Cartier Le Panther, and a lot of people think this smells like an old lady. This just smells sexy and sophisticated. I can definitely see this as being a unisex scent because it's not sweet at all. It's very musky and dark, but not too dark. Like, I would wear this to work, out at night, anything. It has a little etching of a panther in it. If you can see, you probably can't. This smells regal. People might think this smells like an old lady, but she is a fabulous old lady who totes a Chanel bag and pearls, and she is just amazing. Like, you want to be like her when you're old. She wears this. It's amazing. It's my only Cartier fragrance and I love it. Another one of my favorites, this is YSL Mon Paris, and this is so sweet. It's very daytime appropriate, but I'll also wear it at night in the summertime. It's like a spicy, fresh raspberry. That's how I can best describe it. I love this for daytime use when you just want to smell very pretty, but a little bit like spicy. I love this so much. They have a couple different variations of this, I believe, but this is the original. And the last one finally is another staple, if I can get it out. This is a staple for fall and winter. This is the Narciso Rodriguez. I think this is the original that's just called Narciso. They have like 5 or 6 variations of this. My mother first started wearing Narciso Rodriguez probably about a decade ago. Then I had a friend who was wearing this. It's not anything you would think I would like. It's very spicy and creamy and sophisticated. You might almost say an old lady wears this, but once again, she's a fabulous old lady and she looks amazing. This smells creamy and spicy and just, I love it. I love it for the daytime, in the fall and winter, even at night, although it's not something I would technically go for at night. I tend to go for sexier scents, but this is really nice for fall and winter for the daytime. Very, very spicy. I'm not sure what the notes are, but this right here is amazing. And those are all the fragrances that I had to share with you guys. That is my full fragrance collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know how many I have, but I will leave them all in the description box down below. If you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.